you can have the right education, but you still have to fix this.
Trading isn't a straight line. It's late nights, full starts, and learning the hard way what it really takes to win.
You're the biggest issue. You're the one pressing buy or sell. No one's pressing the button for you.
Jacob began like so many others, pulled in by crypto, chasing strategies that didn't stick. But everything changed in Vegas, where a mentor shifted his path toward Smart Money Concepts and ICT.
The gym kind of clears my mind to kind of come into battle.
Today, Jacob is an established trader. His edge comes from discipline, in the markets, in fitness, in his daily routine.
I used to be, obviously, I'm quite introverted, so I had to learn to do this.
And beyond the charts, he pushed past his natural introversion, building a voice on social media and stepping into the spotlight.
Okay, this is a light bulb moment because I just followed something and it worked.
This is the reality of trading, the ups, the downs, and the relentless pursuit of consistency. This is Jacob.
And it worked. I used to be a plumber, so that's how I didn't go uni. I went the college route, learned a trade. I always had it in my mindset. I was like, learning a trade, I know you can do this forever. You're never going to be in an issue. And I wasn't a reader growing up. I couldn't study. I couldn't focus. I never really had that ability to do it. So as soon as I got to year 11, I went to sixth form for 1 year. I learned economics, which was interesting.
That's good.
Yeah, that was quite interesting. So I'd done a year of that. And that kind of opened my mind to how the world works a little bit. You kind of learn supply and demand, what's actually happening in the world as well. But then after that, I was like, nah, I can't do these exams. It's too much reading. I'm having to study, and I didn't have the mindset of studying. I wanted to play with my bros. We were gamers, do you know what I mean? So we was doing that. So I was like, I can't see myself doing this. So I was like, what can I do? So I went to college in Epsom, done plumbing there. Only done a year though. Really, I should have done 2, but I only done a year there. And because I wanted to work, I was like, nah, once I get my plumbing qualification, I want to work, I want to earn money. So that was always a big thing for me because I didn't have much money growing up. So I was like, all right, the earlier, the better. Do you know what I mean? So my main influences of why I wanted to earn money, it's going to sound weird, was music videos. So we used to watch music videos. That was a big influence on my life. So MTV, Channel U, after school, this is what I was watching. So I always just say, these, our music videos are, they're lit. So it's this is serious, you know what I mean? That's when you see these things, it's real, or to me, it feels real. You're oh, people are really living like that. Do you know what I mean? So that was a big influence for me in saying I always want to try and get some money. Because without, how do you get that stuff without it? Do you know what I mean? So that was always a big influence for me. And then I couldn't do the uni route. I knew I couldn't study for 3 years. If I would have went uni, I'd have got in debt and just flunked it. And I was like, I don't want to do that. So fast forward a little bit, started working and whatnot, gas engineering. I got my gas. That was cool. But then being in the plumbing industry, it's very in England anyway, it's old white man English orientated, which is cool. They were good people, but I didn't vibe with them like that. The banter was just it wasn't for me. You know what I mean?
Banter.
I'm you lot, this is too dry for me, bro.
White people banter.
You know what I mean? You're just laughing for the sake of it. It's bro, just get me home, bro. I don't even want to be here. So I started feeling a bit like that for a little while. And I was I made up a decision. I was I was earning good money at the end of the day. I saved up some money. I saved up a lot of money for the time that I was doing it. But I just knew, I was can I do this for 30, 40 years? These are the questions, I always have an internal dialogue where it's can I do this or not? So I just kept it real with myself. I was I don't think I can do this. Do you know what I mean? So I was mulling over, my holiday just started again. How it resets every year. So my holiday just started. I took the whole holiday off because I wanted to just think, I was I'm taking the whole holiday off because in the back of my mind, I was I'm going to quit. But I was I wanted to really sit down and be okay, what's my options? What can I do? Do you know what I mean? Because I had savings anyway. So I was I'm not, if I quit my job, it's not going to be a disaster. Do you know what I mean? I can just take time out and chill. So I spoke with one of my friends. I was telling him how I was feeling. And just said to him, bro, I'm trying to invest some of this money. What can we do? And then This was back in 2018. So crypto was just like popping up on the radar. So like the Bitcoin boom had happened and I heard about it, right? But I didn't know nothing about it. But I was like, that's interesting. Because that sounds like the future. That's what it sounded like at the time. I was like, all right, cool. So we started conversing about that and I was like, bro, how do we get into like some of that? So long story short, like I ended up buying some of the tokens. I didn't buy Bitcoin though, because I was like, it's too expensive. I was like, we've missed it. So I didn't buy Bitcoin, but I bought some of the cryptos. And I remember looking at the charts on like the crypto platform. I was like, this is a foreign language, bro. Like, I don't know what none of this means. So that's when I took the plunge with my friend at the time and we started learning Forex. He was like, we need to learn this. If we're going to like actually invest in something, I always think whatever you invest in, it's your business to know about it. Like you have to understand where it is.
I have a question. So you know when you done economics in sixth form,
Yeah.
did you not look at like economic growth and like charts and stuff?
Nah, so it was more about understanding like how economies worked. So like, again, like, you know, if you think about like import, export, it was mainly based around that. A little bit of GDP, you kind of understood a little bit about GDP, but it's very base level introductory stuff. Like just in terms of like how economies churn profit, how they make money. But yeah, it didn't go into charts. No, I wish, but it didn't go that deep. We didn't learn about trading or none of that stuff. I think it should be in the curriculum though.
Yeah.
I definitely think it should, but at the same time, it's not an easy skill to learn.
No.
Do you know what I mean? It's not an easy skill to learn. But yeah, going back to learning Forex, I enjoyed it personally because it was interesting that people are making money like by markets moving up and down, speculating on price and stuff. So where I kind of linked it back to economics, it kind of like triggered something back then. This is like maybe 8 years apart. Like I'm like, I remember like we was talking about this. So that kind of sparked the interest even more to say like, okay, cool. I feel like I'm aligning with something, you know? And so learned about Forex. I actually joined IM. That's how I learned.
Same.
Okay, cool. So you lot know what it is, the company and all that stuff. But I was literally in it to learn. Like, I need to know what this is about.
Same. Did you try and bring anyone on your team?
Nah, like so what to be fair, one person I recruited was my boy who wanted to learn. I was like, bro, look, this is what I'm doing, innit? So he actually learned, there was 3 of us. We all learned together on that platform.
Did you actually learn on there? On the Go Lives?
I learned the basics, yeah. So like what a pip is, like candlesticks and...
I didn't.
Yeah, so how did you learn like what that was then?
Well, I went on baby pips and learnt the most unnecessary information, then YouTube videos.
No, but so the platform had all of that. So it's like, why am I paying for this and then going on?
Well, I was paying $250 for nothing.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So I was using that.
I wasn't going back and rewatching the Go Lives. I was watching them live. So they're not teaching you in the moment.
So I didn't watch the Go Lives. I just watched the recorded stuff they had on there. It was like a lady. It's like a black lady. Do you remember?
I know who you're talking about.
I just watched her videos. I was like, yeah, she's like, I understand what she's saying. So I just learned, I didn't go on the Go Lives or none of that stuff because it was like, I went to one event in London and then this was after I had learned everything. I went to one event in London, like I must have been in one like Telegram group or WhatsApp group back then. And they was like, yeah, come down, we're going to talk trade. And I went there and it was some cold calling bullshit. But I was like, bro. Like,
go to the back of the room and buy the course.
Bro, I was actually pissed off. I was like, bro, you got me down there. Like, I'm not one of these guys. Excuse me. I was like, I'm not one of these guys, you know. Like, I'm here because you told me where it was and it wasn't that. So afterwards, I kind of tuned out because you do like realize in this industry, it's very unfiltered. Do you get what I'm saying? It's hard to filter the bullshit. It is.
There's a lot of fluff.
Forwarding from that, I actually went to a convention in Las Vegas and that changed everything for me because it was their event, but the people I met there changed everything for me because what we was learning before, like I went through like 5, 6, 7 strategies and ripped them all up. I'm like, none of this works. Like at the end of the day, you're saying this, but when you go and trial it, you find some examples, but there's no consistency.
That's where I went wrong. And we spoke to someone else that was also in IML, and I was saying like it's so hard to like watch a Go Live, and then you're watching like 7 different educators.
Too many.
It's like you're not going to learn.
Yeah, it's difficult, 100%. So Yeah, the event in Vegas was good though, because we met some traders and we went into a room, and this how I know it was like a.
We went into a room.
Nah, you know, like the thing. It was like a complex, like what they had booked out. It was big, so it's like you could go anywhere and there's different people. So I knew this was like a divine intervention, because we went into the room that was just like, can we just see what's in there? And it was just like everything what the other rooms wasn't saying.
In what terms?
A deeper understanding of what is happening in the market.
Was it like a seminar?
Traders.
Was
Real
it like a
traders.
seminar setup?
It was just, they were all seminars. They were all
okay.
seminars, but everyone had their own segment. So it was like from 2 to 2:45, it's going to be these people.
Oh, okay.
It's that type of thing, innit? So went in there, and then what they were saying, I was like, I had two of my boys next to me, and we looked to each other, we were like, right, these lot are talking about something different. Like, but what they were saying was like, it made you question what was going on in the market. So again, peak interest, like sparking interest, which is, you know, you got to be curious at the end of the day. If you want to like figure stuff out, you have to do the work. So we took numbers down and whatnot, and exchanged details. And I said, look, bro, I'll pay you. Like whatever you're charging, I'll pay you. And so I've done some one-to-one lessons with one of the educators. And yeah, he just showed me what was going on. And then from there, I kind of took it, had to refine it because I was still dealing with unlearning the nonsense. Like that's the difficult part, like because you're trying to blend stuff that you can't blend strategies, bro. It does not work.
Did you think as well, like, oh, I'm going to master it because I know so much, but actually it just makes it more difficult? Because that's what I did.
No, so it wasn't, I'm going to master, like, it was more like there was damage already done. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like some damage was already done because you're using a blueprint and it's bullshit. Like it just doesn't work. Do you get what I mean? So I had to unlearn all of that. But you know, I'm glad it played out the way it played out. I could have had a faster journey, but you know, things happen the way they happened. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, forward it took me 3 years to become profitable.
Was that year you went to the Vegas convention? Was that the year John Dollery was there? I think it would have been around the same time. He worked with AstroFX with them, and
his name rings a bell.
Everyone kind of left AstroFX. He then joined IM as an educator.
Yeah,
I remember seeing him like on the stages in Vegas. And I was
yes. I did. I've seen his Instagram before years ago. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. He might have been there. I don't know. I can't specifically remember him.
See a picture of him like on a stage. I remember it was in Vegas.
Yeah,
he'd just left AstroFX, and I was like, why the hell has this man who can actually trade joined IM as an educator?
But you know why though?
Yeah,
you know why? Yeah, of course. If you got a following, like I get why you're doing it.
It makes sense.
I mean? Yeah,
this podcast is sponsored by Equity Edge, the Forex prop firm that is changing the game for traders. Equity Edge gives you the freedom to trade with confidence, offering account sizes from 2.5k all the way to $100,000. Instant phase transitions when you reach your profit targets, and absolutely no minimum or maximum trading days. Plus, there are no lot size limits, giving you complete freedom with your trading strategy. Equity Edge have also just announced that MetaTrader 5 is back, rebuilt stronger than ever for a seamless trading experience. They have also removed their old all-day news restriction trading rule, which means when there are high-impact news events that last the entire day, you can still trade with no limits. With payout requests every 14 days and support available 24/7. Equity Edge is here to help you trade, grow, and get funded without boundaries. Ready to level up your trading journey? Click the link in the description below and get started with your funded journey.
I saw on her Instagram, because that's how I come into it. I was like, Forex on Instagram bio. I messaged her. She was like, oh, I'll put you in touch with someone that can like run you through it all. She was just the influencer that pulled all the people in. She was making money.
Yeah, of course. It just depends where you are in the scheme. Literally. Depends where you are in the scheme. But but the guys that I learned from, they were traders first. Okay. Like they may have done the whatever art, like in terms of onboarded, but they weren't onboarding me. Like I went to them like, yo, like wherever you know, bro, I'll pay you for your time. Do you know what I mean? So they were traders first. Till this day, they still trade. So I don't really know what happened to IM, and you know, I tuned out all of that after a while.
They just
After
changed the name 1,000 times.
is it what's it called now?
Last time I knew it was I Am Mastery.
Okay, so IM is what
IML is what it was when I was with them.
Yeah. But then it went to IM, right?
Yeah, then it went IM, then it went I Am Mastery.
Okay, yeah. See, after IM, I don't know. That was the last time. But yeah. So that trip kind of like started the journey properly, because before it was self-learning, self-taught, but it's like there's no structure, there's no mentoring, there's no education like that. Do you know what I mean?
So do you feel like that was your turning point, and you feel like it's very necessary to, if you have the money, pay for an educator
100%.
and skip the steps
100%.
of trying to self-learn?
Definitely, because self-learning is great. And you know, people ask me questions all the time. They're like, oh, I'm a total beginner, how do I get into it? And I'm like, look, learn the basics, like learn terminology, like learn the lingo first, then look at the chart. Don't go onto the charts first, because you don't need to do that. So once you learn, I already learned the basics through IM. So I already had, all right, cool, I know what everything means that I need to know, but I didn't have the mentor. So it's like you said, there's all these different voices that you can turn to, but it's like, who's actually here to correct the mistakes? There's no one correcting the mistakes. So it takes you longer. So if you want to shorten your learning curve and you have money, like at the end of the day, if you got no money, you shouldn't be getting into trading. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Absolute
And that's 90% of the industry.
Bro, don't do that. I was having a talk with someone like a month ago. He's like, yeah, I bought a prop account. I'm like, bro, you don't even know nothing. Like, you have no strategy. Why are you buying a prop account?
Literal gambling.
Do you get it? But he's like, oh yeah, I'm taking signals. I'm like, brother, that ain't gonna work for you. Like, I know, I'm gonna be honest with you. Save your time, bro. You're just gonna distress yourself. Like, it's not worth it. So yeah, like I get it. Like, the people are trying. They're trying the thing, is what I call it. Like, you're trying the thing, but you need the education. Without it, it's gonna take you too long to actually figure out. Do you know what I mean? So another thing that was a blessing for me was COVID. Like, that was actually the pandemic was a blessing.
That's
for
when
me.
I started.
Because I actually got to sit down for a year, like on top of doing these lessons with my guy. And I was like, all right, cool. This is like all aligned. I felt like everything was aligning, because it's like, there's a reason this is happening. Do you know what I mean?
Same.
So when everything slowed down, I was like, yeah, this is cool. But the only thing I would have changed on my journey was that I wouldn't have traded live so early. I traded live too early. When I was learning this stuff, I'm trying to trade and learn. Don't do that.
Same.
Don't do that. You don't need to do that. At the end of the day, you need to know where it is your rules are. So learning on the job, this ain't plumbing, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't bend the pipe a certain way and then correct it. Ain't gonna work.
But I
do you
feel
know
like
what I mean?
even that, like when you get into trading, people can tell you until they're blue in the face not to do that. But until you're actually in it, like you come into trading because you want to make money, so you're like, right, let's go.
Facts.
You have to. I feel like you have to take those like burns
Listen.
early on.
And all of us, I feel like all of us can definitely sit here and say we've done things we wouldn't tell people to do, because like revenge trading, FOMO, all of that stuff, because you have to learn from your own mistakes. It's good to go to an educator because they're teaching you things. It's like a quick step basically to actually learn.
Yeah.
But you have to go through these learning curves as well.
100%. And as well, it's like, you can go through it the right way and still have to like combat yourself. Like, you have to overcome yourself.
Yeah.
You're the biggest issue. You're the one pressing buy or sell. No one's pressing the button for you. So it's like, you can have the right education, but you still have to fix this. And that is a, there's no like time limit for that. Do you know what I mean? It's never ending at the end of the day. You're constantly trying to get through what I call blinders. Like, it could be related to our past. It could be our relationship with money. Like, everyone has an individual relationship with money, good or bad. What you find is people with good relationship with money, they learn quicker and they make money quicker because they're not thinking about, like, I can't really afford to lose this. Like, you can't think like that. Do you understand? But a lot of people come into it with, again, I don't have no money, but I want to learn. And it's like, bro, save yourself, bro. Like, if you got no money, you need to go rise up some money. Do you understand? And then come to it, because this isn't a hobby. Like, you can really make a career out of it. It's really not a hobby, but at the same time, you have to do the work. So it don't stop. It don't stop.
So it took you 3 years to get profitable.
Yeah.
how did your first win, like whether it was small, like mine was like £60, right? My small wins at the start. How did it make you feel? And did you, like, you obviously won the money, you got profitable, and then did you withdraw it or did you end up losing it?
I lost it. I was trying to compound the account. So so all of these little accounts that I started, they were minor, like £300 accounts, but it's still money at the end of the day. Like, so when I was losing, like no consistency losing, I was having small wins, massive losses. So it's like, all right, this is me. Like, it's not the market, because if I can win small, I know I can win big, but if I can lose big, then it's like, yeah, this is me. Like, I understand that I'm the one that's actually the problem. So the main thing that was happening for me was correcting risk management. And again, without a mentor, I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you learn to rein it in, because at the end of the day, like, no one can really teach you risk management until you get burnt. Like, when you start like really losing money, you start thinking, hold on a sec, like, I'm doing dumb stuff. Like, I'm actually making stupid decisions here. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, to answer your question of like, when I first, the main significance for me was winning with the criteria that I was learning. That was like okay, this is a light bulb moment, because I just followed something and it worked. So before, where you're kind of just doing this, I don't even know what to call it. Like, it's just a sporadic, like, you're just freestyling
Gambling.
it, basically. Well, yeah, when you're freestyling, it's like, you don't really know why you're losing, because you're not following any consistent pattern.
Rules, yeah.
No rules, but there's nothing to suggest, okay, this is why I got in the trade. And that's what you need to understand. Like, even when you take a loss, you know why you got in the trade. So if you don't know that, or no one is correcting you, right, you're just stuck, bro. Like, you don't know how to overcome it. Do you know what I mean? So 3 years of that was crazy. Do you know what I mean? It was hell. But at the same time, it was like, you know, having savings and like kind of like downgrading your life a little bit. Like, I knew what I was doing at the end of the day. I lived with my parents at the time, so it weren't crazy like that. So, you know, I had a girl that kind of went left. Like, things was changing in my life. Do you know what I mean? So I kind of just rode with it. But in terms of the journey I went through, it could have been a lot easier and a lot shorter. But the you know, the cards fall where they lay. Do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't change anything.
So yeah, you can have an educator and they can give you like this trading plan, like the rules you need to follow, like have risk management, like understand your P&L, all of this stuff, right? But I think in trading, you have to be your own accountant in a way, because
100%.
you can have a teacher, but no one knows how much you're really willing to risk or like to make.
Yeah.
Because let's be real, unless it's someone that you can fully trust, you're not going to be like, I can only afford to risk 0.5%. Like, you're going to always want to big yourself up, because if you're comparing yourself to someone that's been trading 3+ years and they're making like 5,000 plus a day, you're going to feel like a small little fish in a big pond.
I feel you.
And I feel like it makes you feel, this is how I felt anyway. I felt like I had this, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I felt like I had to be someone I weren't. When I first got profitable, and it was like embarrassing as such to show like small profits. But I definitely feel like I wish I started showcasing my journey at the start to show people how hard
I'm with you still.
it actually is.
Yeah, it took me a while. I used to be, obviously, I'm quite introverted, so I had to learn to do this.
That's mad, because when we met at the event,
you wouldn't know.
I would never know.
I'm proper introverted. Like, I used to be shy as a kid and stuff like that, but I developed. But back to your question, it's like, you're right. I should have recorded my journey from the start. But like you said, where you're not figuring it out, you're like, why am I talking about stuff I ain't even figured out? Like, I look like a donut. So where I grew up, it's like people around me, they'll be like, oh, he's one of, like, you're just talking shit. And it's like, I don't want people to think like that about me. So my main thing was, like, battling imposter syndrome. Like, it's a real thing. Like, do you know what I mean? A lot of people don't talk about it. But when you're doing it, I had to tell myself, fuck it, like, I'm doing it. Like, who else is doing it? So that's what kind of made me grow in confidence, is like, I could look around and like, my friends are my friends, but they ain't trying what I'm trying. Like, you lot all work, no disrespect. So no one's really going the route I'm going. So it's like, I don't care if you lot are judging me. Hopefully you're not judging me, but if you are judging me, you're not. I'm doing something different. You're gonna be judged. Do you get it? And that's kind of the main thing for me. So Yeah, I never needed like, what's the word? Like a pat on the back or someone to kind of tell me, yeah, well, I've never needed that. Do you know what I mean?
As traders, we just don't get that anyway.
We don't get it. That's what it is.
People look at us like, even now, these flies.
Yeah.
Even now, like, I know people look at us and still think we're crazy. Like, unless you're in the world of trading, there's no one else that can understand
it's lonely.
What we go through.
It's lonely.
I had a friend as well the other day, like 2 weeks ago. She said to me, like, we was having like a little catch up on text. She was like, "Do you still do that trading thing?"
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was like,
it's mad condescending as well. It's like, bro, like,
really
I was thinking, like, do you not know? Like, I've been doing this.
No, trust me. But that's
like, honestly.
But that's the thing. Like, so it goes back to people only really rating you when you're there. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? But it's like, listen, at the end of the day, yeah, if you can provide for yourself the same way these lot are providing for yourself, doing what you're doing, great, bro. Like, a lot of people cannot do that.
And compare yourself now to where you was when you started. That's,
bro.
If you have growth and you've got somewhere else, you've learned something, you've made a bit of money. If you can make £300, you can make £10,000. Like, that's my thing. So I think the only person you can compare yourself to is yourself.
100%. So again, like, overcoming imposter syndrome was like, it was tough because again, like, you'll run into people that be like, "Oh, how's your trading doing?" And it's like, yeah, it's hit and miss right now.
Yeah.
But you can't really explain it because it's like, you don't really know what I'm doing anyway.
How much do you make?
And get out of my pockets, because do I ask how much you make at your job?
No, literally, 100%. More regarding like you said, like, it's your journey. Like, I'm the one that's having to get up every day at 6 a.m. and look at charts, and you don't care about none of this. You just care about when I'm on the hill. Like, you don't care about what it takes to actually do that. So the discipline required, most people would have turned away. They wouldn't be on what we're doing. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, even when I first met you, I was like, yeah, there's females in the industry, like, big up. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, most people ain't really on it. Like, you want the life of comfort. You want that reassurance. I never really needed it because how bad can life get? Like, that's always been my mindset. Like, how bad can it really get? Do you know what I mean? Like, especially with like people who are surrounded by us. Like, I know people risking their freedom to live. So what are we doing? Like, we're pushing buttons, bro. This ain't really nothing. So that was always my mindset, where it was like, nah, I know what a real risk is, and what like a calculated effort is. This is just a calculated effort at the end of the day. So the people that are saying, "Oh yeah, how's your little trading?" That's condescending, bro. Like, we'll fall out. Do you know? Like, you could never text me that. Do you know what I mean? Like, we'll fall out, bro.
I hear it.
I remember as well when I was heavily trading GJ, and I was doing like 5 a.m. wake up, sometimes even 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Wake up, do like a whole like morning ritual to then trade Asian into
You
London
traded
crossover.
Asia.
I like
mad.
London crossover. I feel like getting there
for
around
yen
7.
pairs, to be fair, for yen pairs.
Yeah, it was nice. Like
I
like
feel you.
6:30, 7 a.m. candle for me was nice, like a 30-minute.
Yeah.
So I would always look for an entry then before like the London push is what I would always do. People would be like, "Why are you waking up at that time to trade?" And I'm like, you have to approach this as a business. 100%. And for me, I feel like trading, you can't just like wake up, get in a trade when you've just opened your eyes. You have to prepare yourself and actually show up to the charts.
You're going to war, bro.
You are.
For real.
Do you do anything pre-placing trades, pre-analyzing to get yourself in like the right mindset?
Not necessarily. I like to go to the gym in the morning. That's kind of my main thing. It's kind of, the gym kind of clears my mind to kind of come into battle.
I can't wait for the gym.
Same, we're literally fiending for the gym because it's summer holidays right now.
Oh, word.
Got the kids.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. So I do like 6:30 gym. So it's like, I'll look at the charts. I wake up at 6. I'll look at the charts in between that time and then go to the gym. But normally the night before, I set alerts anyway. It's like, all right, this is where I'm interested in. Do you know what I mean? So a tip for, people watching this who are trying to learn how to trade and whatever, when you are putting alerts here, name the alert. Like, actually name what the intention was with the alert. Like, you have to do that. A lot of people go into it, they get an alert on their phone, US 30, 45,853 went off. Okay. But what does that mean to you? What was you thinking about yesterday? You don't remember if you don't put it down. So when you put the alert down, really you don't have to do like a crazy paragraph, but really put down, all right, cool, this is the area that I wanted it to come to, because it's whatever your confirmation is. And then when you go onto the screen, it's like, all right, what's happening now? Like, do you know what I mean? So before that, if you're just setting the alert and just waiting for it to ping off, don't think you're gonna remember where it was for, because you're not. Stupid.
I'm so big on alerts, and do you know what?
I use alerts
I
all
learned
the time.
alerts from Swaggy C.
Okay.
And he taught me to do like when you write your alerts, I write stuff like, it's time to make money, yo.
Oh, word.
Like, I pick myself up. So I'm like, oh my God, it's time. Like, because then my mind is like, there's something coming.
No. So mine will be like, all right, cool. Daily low's just been taken out. Like, look for so-and-so to happen now. And that's what, like, when I'm going into London or New York, it's like, is this now developing? Is it now continuing? Has it invalidated the area I was interested in? These are all the things that I'm thinking about. So it's like, if you don't know where price is, what it's doing shouldn't really matter to you.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So there's a lot of that I feel like, as a beginner, why it took so long is we're not approaching it properly. There's no thorough way of really saying to myself, all right, that's why you put the alert. It was just alerts. It's not good enough.
I always do my alerts, like I say them the major alerts on like a Sunday or a Saturday when I do like my overall analysis. When it's closed, And I think that's a really good point to make, like what's happening when you get there, because you could look on a Tuesday, your alert goes off from Sunday. Price has changed now, you're seeing something else, but actually what's the bigger picture? Yeah.
Listen, as a trader, like obviously we work from home. So it's like, let's say you put an alert down, bro, you could be on the toilet, bro. So alert's gone off. There's no reason, there's no description, as to what the alert was for.
Yeah.
So then, all right, cool, let me just take that off and I'm still on the phone. I'm just like, bro, like, are you listening? Like, these alerts are like, get to work.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So if you don't name them, you don't actually like put like a real attention to detail on, all right, cool, that's what I was waiting for. It's just like, the alert went off. So there's a lot of different things that you kind of can make easier for yourself in your trading day. Do you know what I mean? Because that day might be the day it pops. And the next day you got an alert and it don't pop. It didn't come to that area, it just continued. So it's like, I don't even have a trade now. So I was just fucking around the day before when that was the opportunity. So all of these things you learn, and you really have to understand, this is a business. This is like how you're going to make your livelihood. So take it seriously. It's not a hobby at the end of the day. A lot of people think you can do side quests in trading. No, bro. It takes too much effort to like analyze for you to think this is a side quest. This is not a side quest. So it's I could talk charts all day.
Same. And do you know what as well? Like, I feel like on TradingView, obviously that's where I analyze.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
There's so many tools, like, you have the indicators of tools, everything, fibs, whatever. Yeah. There's so much on TradingView when you're not even paying for a plan, it's free.
Yeah.
For you to literally draw what you see. Yeah. So that there is no way, like there's no reason why you can't make money from actually learning this skill. The more you go over and over and over it, unless it's a fundamental reason. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. We need to do a session though.
We need like a
chart session.
We need to get the laptop and then link it all up and.
No, serious. Like we'll do it. I'm down for it still.
I feel like that would be such good education for people as well, because like I feel like there's so many educators out there, but nothing's really like publicly available for people to actually see. Do you know what I mean? Unless you're in like a community and paying for mentorship or something. Yeah. There's not really that much out there from actual traders.
Nah, I feel you. Do you know what though? Yeah. I don't know. It might be unpopular opinion, but you see when stuff's free, people don't rate it, bro.
We say this.
People don't rate it, bro. Listen, like I've done it, and I'm doing it right now. I've got a free community. I've got a YouTube. Go on it. Go and see what's on there. But what I'm trying to say is because people don't pay, they don't see the value in what you're saying, bro. Yeah. So it's like, listen, you can lead man to the lake. If you want to drink, you can drink, but you're not. It is where it is, bro. I agree. But that's another thing.
We learnt this the hard way. I done like a 10-week mindset webinar every single week for free.
No, listen.
I gave like 6 or 7 people my whole psychology trading course. No one went through it because it's free. But if you pay for it, you're going to be like, I'm going to use the material.
But then you look at people on the flip side of it. You look at people who we know in the industry. Yeah. You don't make money from trading.
Yeah.
They're popping.
No, I feel you.
It's because they have the lifestyle to go with it.
Yeah, it's lifestyle selling though. That's different.
So annoying to me because that is not trading.
No, I feel you.
This is something that I'm really like pushing at the moment because people come into trading and think, oh yeah, like I'm gonna get the Lambos and the mansions and the girls and all of that kind of stuff, and I'm just like, that is like so delusional.
But
to think.
I feel you, but to a young man, that sells, bro.
But that's what I'm saying.
That sells, bro.
But that is the complete opposite to the reality of trading.
No, I feel you 100%.
I sat down with an institutional trader a few weeks ago, and he said, like, he's had multiple mental breakdowns. He's worked on every platform of trading possible. He was a market maker. He rates Forex traders because he's like, I don't know how you guys do it. He's had multiple mental breakdowns. And hearing that, I thought, wow, like, I feel like I'm so hard on myself because I tried to push myself so much in trading when actually this is a mental strain.
It's pressure for sure.
It's hard. And I think this is why it irritates me, like the whole lifestyle mentorship, because I'm like, you're selling a dream and this is not the reality of it.
Listen, at the end of the day, like, people, how can I explain it? Like, some people have to see to believe. So when you can show, it's like, yeah, I believe you. But it's like, you don't really understand what can go on in the background. Like, people don't understand how you can put trades on through a broker. Like, they don't, I've seen it. Like, I know what's going on. Do you get what I mean? So like, people don't understand if they do analysis and it goes one way and put that trade on quick and then boom, let me get on Instagram and show you. Like, I know all of those tricks, bro.
Well, even like the biggest people look up to, Alex G, right, for example, he's never. I'm going to say it.
It's crazy.
He's never made money from trading. He has 2 demo accounts because he works for a broker.
I know the brokerage
one
tricks.
sell, and he will show the profits.
But I know the tricks though. Like, you can tell the broker, put me in at this price after the market's moved. I've seen it.
It's just sad. It really irritates my soul.
But what it is with him, and it's like, I ain't really here to criticize, but go off of body language. I'm a spiritual person, so I can read your body language. So it's like, he done a thing, I think it was like 100 to a mil or some nonsense.
£1 to a mil.
Is it £1?
Yeah.
Whatever it was, and like, I watched the video and I'm like, all right, the body language is wrong. Let me tell you why. And he might not know it, but he smashed up his whole setup. I'm like, bro, I've never made mad money. I wanted to back up my whole setup. Like, you're putting all your screens on the floor and smashing them, bro.
You've thrown your phone at the wall, haven't you? Got a dent in your wall.
Well, if you made a meal though, losing's different. Like, I'm talking winning, like. Winning.
No.
Why would you make a million?
It's all for clout, right?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that shows me everything. That this is a facade, bro. No real trader is gonna smash up their whole setup they just paid for.
No, I get.
They're not gonna do that.
The positive endorphin release I get when I win a trade. Like, why would it? I'm like, I'm having a good day now.
Let me tell you, if you ever see me online, and you know I'm having a good day. How I'm having a good day, if I'm listening to music. If you see me in the camera listening to music, I'm having a wonderful day. Trust me, like, my day is going great. If you don't see me on camera, I might not be trading or I'm probably unwell. But more times than not, I'm kind of active online all the time.
I want to change the
go for it.
The angle of the podcast a little bit.
Sure.
But before I do, what does your strategy consist of?
The one you hate?
ICT?
Yeah.
No way.
I trade SMC.
I didn't actually know you traded ICT.
I trade SMC, Smart Money Concepts, sure.
Oh, so that's not ICT?
Well, he didn't teach me. I got taught through my man. And then what I realized is his strategy is similar to what...
Same sort of concepts.
So let me tell you the truth, yeah? It does work. No, it does work.
We know we know profitable traders.
Okay, cool. But like, what you got to understand is, there's many concepts inside it that ICT trades that you don't need.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's my problem.
No,
that's our problem.
Yeah. And that's why I thought it was your problem, because I always see you lot getting at him. I'm like, all right, but have you like looked at it and
I looked at it when I was
works.
first
It does work.
I have one of his fib levels that I learned probably during COVID time until someone put me onto ICT. I have one of his fib levels I still use.
Right.
It's the man himself. I can't.
But he's got ego, innit? Do you know what I mean? He's got ego. But what you got to understand is, if you really hone in on one of the ways to enter, you will make money. There's about 6 ways that I've seen. You don't need to use all 6. This is why people who would try and learn them concepts, get confused. You're trying to learn all of them, bro.
Too much, yeah.
It's like having 6 strategies. What do you need 6 strategies for? You don't need 6 strategies. But where, again, the host has that complex, I don't want to say his name, but like he has that complex, like I see why people think, yeah, I can do all of this. It's kind of like Andrew Tate followers, bro. Like you all think you're Andrew Tate, like you lot are neeks. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's
That
the
is a
same
good
thing.
comparison,
No,
to be
it's the same thing, innit?
honest.
So
It
it's
is,
like,
yeah.
if you really hone in on one of it, and when we do our charts, I'll show you where it is. Like, when you really hone in on it, it is the truth. It works. It does work, 100%.
So in terms of trading, when did you realize, like, I want to stick this out? Because a lot of people give up. When did you realize this is what I want to do full time, and why?
Probably when, like, so going back to the crypto investment I made in 2018. So like I had to hold that in drawdown for like, after I bought in, it went down. So I had to hold it. I'm like, there's no point selling it because I'm just gonna lose my money. That doesn't make. So I had to hold it. So I didn't get paid from that to like 2021. But like, again, that was a blessing because again, it put the battery in my pack after to kind of continue. Because it's like, okay, not new lease of life, but like new reason to stick at it is the fact that I can now pull some of this investment out that I was sitting on for 3 years to now continue my journey. And that's kind of what funded my trading this whole time of like, how's he not running out of money? It's like, I made investments, bro. I didn't just have money running out. I was doing stuff with it, do you know what I mean? So I'm always, in terms of like being an entrepreneur now, I was always the person to kind of realize that where I didn't read young, I was always behind. I knew I was behind. I was like, there's so many things I don't know about. So my thing was catching up on the information train. So once I started getting privy to certain things, like not just Forex, like just investment in general, I was like, no, I want to do this forever. Like this is the way to do it. Do you know what I mean? Because anyone, again, back to the music videos, who really is living like, you have to have investments, bro.
Right.
How else are you living like that? So again, no slack to people that do 9 to 5 and work. Like you got to get how you're living. But if you want to actually get free, I know it sounds cliche, but if you want to get free, that money in your savings account ain't gonna save you, bro. You need to put it into the market and you ain't even got to do. You ain't got to do Forex. You can use any of these instruments, but use them. Like actually use them. Like I remember, I see you went to the EYL event. I was there too, but I didn't know you at that time. I didn't know you at that time. I was in the room, so I was like, all right, cool. In tape, you lot went to the tape. I was in tape. All right, cool. So I always started like networking.
How lucky were we to get in?
I pushed through still. I pushed through.
People outside.
I was female.
I was I was literally the stairs. Like I was that close. No.
So like
I
basically,
was in VIP and everything.
I weighed it up with my boy and was like, right, if we wait here, we might not get in. So I'm like, man's going through. I'm going through, bro. Like I'm not doing. I didn't come all the way to Central to not get in. I'm like, nah, I'm getting in. So I got in, but even being in there, it was just like, again, it's just a breath of fresh air to be in that environment. You know what I mean? So like met a few people in there, but it's just about, again, the information. The main thing I went there for was the information. What are people doing? So even if you're, skeptical about trading, bro, go and get a NASDAQ ETF. Go put some money in Vanguard or do something, bro. Literally. Your money has to do something. Yeah. So everyone. So my main thing was understanding that you can actually make the money work, and you have to make the money work. If it's not working, your pockets are dying, bro. Like it doesn't make sense. So my main thing was to go back to the question was like, again, seeing one of my investments work. I was like, all right, that was a smart decision. So it kind of was like the journey from then to be like, I'm still in the crypto market. Like, I still feel like we're kind of in the infant stages. I don't think we're mad early, but a lot of people who are, have money to invest in the market, they're still skeptical. So it's like, what are you not skeptical about? Which one of these tools are you going to use that you're not skeptical about? Are you going to buy a bar of gold? Because that's a good investment too, but you're probably not going to do that either. So it's like, get on the information train. You have to get the information and utilize it. Otherwise, it don't make no sense. But the EYL event was like, another thing that charged me.
Yeah, same.
Do you know what I mean? It was another thing that I was like, nah, we got some information. Do you know what I mean? So
How important do you feel like an extra stream of income is as a trader?
100%. So if you're at the stage, do you mean like learning from a beginner or like you're seasoned?
No,
or
just in general.
I think across the board.
Right, okay. So again, try and utilize one of these different assets, like investments. Like if it's individual stocks, I started my stock portfolio this year. I'm kind of late to it because it was just one of the things where, again, crypto was my main thing, and then I just realized with stocks, like you kind of need a bigger pot to play with because they're more expensive. Like, so, yeah. Back to the question of is it important? I think it is important, but the main thing is understanding the longevity. How long term is this investment? Do you know what I mean? Because you got short term investments and you got longer ones. So stocks is minimum 5 years, in my opinion. Otherwise, it don't really make sense. You're not going to flip quickly in the stock game. Or another thing to pay attention to would be like macroeconomic. And why I say that is like, you know, thinking back to when like the Russia-Ukraine thing happened 2022, I think it was, we should have been buying gold from then. So it's just all these little things where it's like, this is all information available if you can see how things are shaping up. And I still feel like there's like something going to happen in the market where we see like a crazy downturn.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like sidelined waiting for that. But I don't know if it's going to be the last time it happened, but I feel like something drastic's going to happen.
I've always thought this, and I feel like I've been on edge a little bit the last couple of weeks just because of everything that Trump is trying to do with the Fed right now.
Yeah.
Like, this is the first time in history that a president has actually tried to play with the Fed.
Yeah.
And for me, that is just like alarm bells are ringing.
Yeah.
Because what could happen?
Yeah.
If he takes down the Fed, then what then?
So with Trump, I think he's a master at playing the game. I'm going to be real with you. I think he's playing the game. Like, I wouldn't trust what he's saying. I think he's playing the game.
Yeah, he probably owns half of those stocks that we don't even know about.
Listen, so like Trump's doing deals like months before they're announced. Like, he's playing the game. Like, trust me, it's all insider information. Like, I clocked it when I started seeing what Nancy Pelosi was doing. I'm like, this is all like you lot are all doing this.
You lot all know about
you
something.
Get it? Pelosi isn't stunting on Trump. Trump is doing this too. So it's like, my main thing to watch out with the Fed is how these interest rates start like if they start cutting it, I actually think it's too early. I feel like if they cut it too early, the inflation is going to go up. So it's kind of like a seesaw where it's like you're trying to balance inflation or bring it down, and then you're trying to do that by decreasing the interest rate. But it's like if you do that too soon, the inflation goes back up. So it's like, how do you really balance this then? Do you know what I mean? It's very difficult, but I don't think they're going to balance it. I think inflation is going to go higher. Because realistically, us as a consumer, have you noticed any difference in inflation? It's expensive outside, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't really seen any change in the UK. What have you seen in the UK that's like cheaper?
Literally
Nothing.
Nothing.
Everything's
And it's
more
always
expensive.
going to get more expensive anyway.
No, but that means two things are happening. Inflation is there to kind of ruining currencies, meaning your pound or your dollar is not worth as much.
Yeah.
Right? But even if inflation goes down, when does your pound then become worth as much? The damage is already done.
Yeah.
So it doesn't go back to normal. So it's like you're only seeing the decline. This is why I think crypto has a big part to play. You're only seeing the decline in currencies. You're not seeing it prop back up. So even if you look at the DXY, I don't know if you guys actually look at it, right? It's at like 98 or something right now. It's going lower. When I first got into trading, it was 100 and something. Them days are over. So it's like through that whole period of us looking at charts and whatever, when have you seen the dollar get stronger? It's not. It's slowly getting worse. Do you get what I mean? So I think a lot of people that are not privy to that information or not paying attention, you better watch that savings account because it's the power of it is getting worse and worse. It's not doing anything.
What would your advice be? Last question on this kind of topic.
Yeah.
What would your advice be for people that have money sat in a savings account,
Yeah.
don't know about trading, don't know about investing? Like, what should they do with their money right now?
Find someone you can trust. So like follow someone you can who you believe is like a trustworthy person, and learn what you can from them for free and see what they offer that they charge for. At the end of the day, like some people are going to charge. People will be like, oh, you shouldn't charge. I told you why people charge, because people that want it for free you're not serious, bro. Like, you're just not. You want a client or a customer who is like interested. Like, you're not chasing them, they're chasing you. Those are the best people to kind of, because you know that they really want to change their life. So my thing is like, find someone that you're interested, like you think that they're a good fit for you, like in terms of, you know, you can learn from them. They fit like the way your mind works, or you can relate on a personal level with them, and then go take the information that they're given and then see what they offer. That's what I would do, because you have to do, if you don't start today, you're not gonna start, bro. So you have to start. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what I would say.
Right, we're gonna do a couple of games.
Okay.
Close out.
Okay, cool.
So we'll start with the would you rather.
Would I rather? Okay.
Would you rather live charting in London or relaxing on the beach in Dubai?
Two different moods though. Would I rather chart in London or lie on the beach in Dubai?
And trade.
Oh, trade? No. Chart in London. Did you say trade? No, I didn't hear that.
No, I mean, like, would you rather
trade
trade
on
live
the
in
beach.
London or on the beach in Dubai?
trade live in London. For
Really?
Sure. Yeah.
I'd say Dubai because I made the most money in
On
Dubai
a
when I was there.
beach.
No, not on the beach.
No, but that's what the question was.
Yeah,
like,
but
you
I'm
said
not on the beach, but the energy.
No,
in Dubai.
Okay, so Dubai was good. The only thing that I don't like about Dubai, you end up trading too late in the day, bro. Like, the time zone's a mess, bro. Like, it's not a good time zone.
I think it depends on what, like, for me, I was trading late Asian into London.
Oh, yeah,
like
so
11
that's like
o'clock,
start
so
of the day.
great.
That's different. But if you're trading US 30, bro,
Oh, yeah,
it's
no.
6:37
Yeah, no.
PM
that's
shifts,
true.
bro.
We're going out for dinner at that time.
Bro,
yeah.
like, my day's done. I'm cooked. Like, mentally, I was fried out there. And I'm still looking at charts. It's like, nah. But I'd rather pick London. I think this is one of the best time zones to trade.
It is,
Because
yeah,
you get both.
I agree.
You get both worlds.
I agree. Would you rather trade GBP forever or be forced to trade exotics forever?
Damn. No, I picked the pound. The pound's made me too much money, so I picked the pound. Exotics is like, again, if there was some type of macro event happening and you knew it was shaping up that's going to change I'll trade it.
Yeah, I hear it.
But it's all about information of knowing that, okay, cool, this is happening. It's like what happened with Russia. If you knew that information was going to happen, right, you could trade the ruble, bro. Like, you could have made dough on that. But it's all information. But the pound. I trade the pound.
Yeah, same. Right, last one. Would you rather miss your dream trade setup or miss a week of gym?
No, we could gym. I'm at a point now where I could get it back. I ain't really got a...
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, I'm just being honest. Like, I ain't got to do too much.
That muscle memory is there.
Yeah, I got good muscle memory, so we could gym. For a dream setup.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Silly
like...
question.
That could be like a 200 pip. Like, nah, I can't miss that. I'm fuming if I miss that.
Same.
Nah,
Yeah.
we could gym. 100%.
Do you think missing a trade is more detrimental to stop loss?
Yes. Because you're fucking around.
That is true.
You're fucking around, bro. Like, you're not, your eyes, you need to be on the ball, bro.
And I get FOMO. Like, even I'd like to say I don't, but if I miss a great setup, I'm like,
Everyone
what
gets
was I doing?
FOMO. I feel like people need to stop jumping on the train of we need to stop being humans because it's just
Yeah,
not
it is a human trait. 100% it's a human
Especially
trait.
when you're like, I don't know where you are, but I'm more of like a waiting for like 1 or 2 setups a week now.
Yeah.
So when you miss one of those setups, or there's one setup every couple of weeks, it's like, huh?
So obviously I trade GBP USD, I trade oil and US 30. So I trade one currency, one commodity, one indice. So
That's a good mix, actually.
yeah. So I sometimes I trade Euro USD. So it depends if G's fucking around, I'll swap it in and out. But yeah, it's one of each asset that I look at. But maybe roughly around, I take 5 trades a week, depending on which instrument is showing me whatever. But if I miss a trade, I don't get FOMO. I'm pissed, but I'm not gonna jump in the market.
Isn't being pissed FOMO?
No, because FOMO's like reacting to like shit like this. I need to get on a train.
I wouldn't say I like jump off the fear of missing out and like jump in the trade, but I'm like more like annoyed that I've missed the
Yeah, I think that's a given though.
Yeah.
If it's like I knew I had the right bias, it was the same bias and I've missed it, it's like of course I'm pissed. Like, I don't think you can like I don't know how you overcome that.
No, you
Maybe that's
can't.
something I'm struggling with, but I don't know a way to overcome that. So FOMO for me is like, shit, it's moved 100. Like, let me catch it. It's like, bro, it's over with.
The bus has left.
Do you understand what I mean?
Right, we'll do a quick rapid fire. Favorite trading pair?
Right now, like the whole journey, it changes. Do you know what I mean? Overall. Okay, if I had to pick, someone's like, you can only trade this oil. I'd trade oil.
I like that. I do like oil, you know.
Oil's great. I'm telling you.
Best post gym meal.
That's tough. I like to eat. It might be like steak, half avocado, and like 2 scrambled egg or boiled egg or
I
something.
knew you
like
was
that.
going to say that.
And like
So healthy.
cucumber and tomato, something like that. If I could eat that every day, yeah, I'd eat it every day. Do you know what? Like my nutrition changes though, and the reason it changes is because I look into things. Like again, it's the information. Like thinking that I'm behind in information, so I have this craze now. Where it's like I need to know about certain things. But once I realize like certain things you have to avoid, like they cause X, Y, and Z. That's why I always throw shade on my posts, because it's like, you lot are stupid. Like, you need to understand what's happening here.
I feel like there's... we need to definitely come back for a part 2, because I want to pick your brains about spirituality, about health.
Yeah.
And about more like mindset in trading as well.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because obviously you moan about white bread, but then you eat meat, and that's a dead animal, so...
Yeah, I got reasons though.
We need to start making these podcasts 2 hours and like doing like
segments,
sprucing it up, because there's just so many things that we could talk about.
Yeah, we could.
Okay, last one. One book or podcast that completely changed your mindset.
So, Becoming Supernatural by Joe Dispenza.
Yeah, that's a great book.
Yeah, that's like my favorite book. That like changed my life.
I read that in deep depression.
Oh, word.
3 years ago now.
Okay. So I was on this journey of like trading, but like I read it and I was like, you know, it made me think different. It made me realize that how you think is what you project and what is actually happening in your world. So certain things that were like trigger points for me, it helped me overcome that. So that's probably my favorite book. I got a few books, but that's probably, if I had to pick one and I was on like a beach, yeah, give me that book. I'll read it again for sure. Podcast, there's a few, like, I wouldn't say there's one podcast. I listen to too many. There's not like a favorite one. It depends. But if I had to pick maybe... it depends, you know. I like Joe Rogan, do you know what I mean?
Okay.
But it depends who's the guest. Like, it really depends on the topic. But I go down rabbit holes. So it's like... Whoever's like interested regarding what I'm like thinking about outside of all of this, it's like, yeah, let me listen to that.
Yeah, conspiracy vibes.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's not even a conspiracy. It's just what's happening.
No, literally, a conspiracy is even
It's
conspiracy.
not a conspiracy.
Not.
It's just what's going on. But yeah, I'd say Joe Rogan. I listen to a lot of Joe Rogan. So what's up?
What would your death row meal be?
Death row?
Yeah.
What, like what do you mean, like dying meal?
Like if you know that you're getting killed tomorrow and you was in jail, what's your death row meal gonna be?
Probably something unhealthy.
Let's
have a starter, main, dessert, and a drink.
Probably like some type of chicken wings. Like maybe like Thai. There's a place that I go to. They do these banging, like, they're like salt and pepper chili wings, but they're banging, bro. I can't explain it, but they're banging. Probably that. Main, probably like Caribbean food, you know. Obviously, my dad's Jamaican, so maybe like an oxtail or rice and peas and plantain, something like that. Dessert, I don't know, maybe something my girl makes. She's a good baker, you know. She's a sick baker.
I love that.
One of her desserts, like, give me that. It's cool. Drink, favorite drink. I'm a lychee person, you know. I like lychee juice. Yeah. Probably like lychee juice, like actual, like not concentrate.
Was it like Rubicon?
No. That's concentrate. Like I'm not on that. But yeah, probably that.
Thank you guys for watching. As always, please make sure you comment, like, and please subscribe, because the more subscribers means the more guests and better guests we can have on for you guys. So thank you for watching, and we will see you next week.
That's a wrap.